Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Well, there's been a lot of things going on in Real Housewives of Lagos, Eko. And you guys said, Auntie Fumi, come on through with the review. And I was like, the last time I checked, Showmax was not showing internationally. They were only showing in Lagos. But you know, the die-hard fans of Real Housewives of Lagos said we will find other streaming avenues to watch this show. I live and love. To be honest, I watched episode 4 on TikTok. Moving along. Episode 4. That's where we're going. Yeah. Episode 4 was quite intense, needless to say. But I want to first give out trophies to all of the girls. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm big auntie. I'm 54. So I'm even older than Yabo. So at the end of the day, I want to give the girls all of the trophies because I live and love each and every one of them. But because I'm big auntie, I also have to tell them what they did wrong and what they did right. Let me start with Tiana. This is Tiana. Yes, baby, I am wearing Tiana's Empire. She came to London, like I told you guys, and I went over to support. Why did I buy this fabulous suit? When I tell you, fabulous. It's got cowrie shells on the pant. I'm going to put some pictures up so you can really see the entire fabulosity. When I tell you I live and love, that's Tiana for you. Tiana for me is King Tiana. Extremely creative. And what I love about Tiana is that she's not mainstream. She's extremely avant-garde. She is different in every way, shape, and form. I love that girl. Don't ever change. Your creativity is dope, and I think that you should really be designing in Milan and Paris, really out there. You are giddy, you are Niger, but you're not Niger. And I say that because that's me. I'm Niger, but I'm not Niger. I'm just very eclectic. That is Toyin. I'm going to give her those flowers. Choma, woo! Fashionista. I live and love Choma. I live and love Choma style. I love her fashion. I live and love it. She will give it to you 1,000,000,000%. If you're going to the grocery store, she's dressed. If you're going to the library, she's dressed. If she's going to the airport, she's very, very dressed. If she's going for a luncheon, she's dressed. If she's going to church, forgive me all of my sins, sister is dressed. Then we have Iyabo. Iyabo is the eldest. Iyabo is a talent. Needless to say, it was this particular episode, they all went to Ekpe because they were going to celebrate Iyabo's 25 years in the film industry, movie industry in Nigeria. She has found love. Good job, baby. I'm happy for you. And the guy is so nice. He's so chill. And it's adult love. It's mature love. They both have children. They had children earlier on in their lives. And the children get along with each other. That was chef's kiss for me. I lived for that. We have Faith. Stallion. And she's got a beautiful son. And Faith, I adore you. I respect you. And you inspire me to be as self-controlled as you are. Oh wow, I have never seen anybody ooze that self-control like you. I haven't. In 54 years, like Faith, no. It is beautiful to see the regalness because I just see Cleopatra, Empress, not Queen, Empress. Because Empress holds her weight. She has control and she's got an army. I live and love you. Mariam. Chocolate baby. Lovely baby. I don't know how you stay so slim, but you got to let that secret out, baby. And Mariam has a strong personality. I say that because it is extremely hard to come in as the last cast member, as she did last season, and catch all the way up. Mariam did it. That's somebody who is strong, and I lived and I loved that. Who else? Laura. Laura is light. Laura is sipping her drink. Laura is trying to kind of sort of mind her business, and Laura is in tune with her own identity. She's like, you know what? Here we are. She's not really talking too much, not really doing anything. She's just going about her business, loving and living her life. When you talk to her, she'll tell you, darling, I did where you leave me now. How far? Always smiling. Doesn't talk too much. Always missing in action. I like that. Why? Because she's like, you know what? I'm not going to act a fool up here in these streets. I'm just not. I can see where this is all kind of going to go. I'm not going to go there. I just won't show up. How about that? She's good at that. Where Faith is calm and she can sit down there and take the heat. Laura says, I know my personality. Let me not just show up. And she doesn't show up, and she's limited time, and I'm living and loving. That's what I've done for like a minute. Show up late, leave early. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I'm out. That's just how I roll. I promise you. Then we have Tanya. Tanya is the author. I remember that from the first episode, and I haven't gotten an opportunity to really follow through and understand what she's all about, because I did episode 1. I didn't watch 2 or 3. No, I didn't have time. I just went in with 4. And then we have Dr. Rome. Dr. Rome is fun, light as a feather. I don't know what he's all about, but the fact that he's adding some sauce. His face is smooth, Botox, I'm guessing, because that's what he's promoting. What kind of a doctor is he? I want to know, because most doctors I know, they're booked and they're very busy. This one seems to be always available. So this is the cast, and that's how I see all of them. Toyin and Choma met up. It was very fabulous. Toyin came with a veil. I said, Toyin, what is this? And at the same time, I loved it because he had all of these crystals. Choma, like I said, she dressed up. She's always fabulous. And so it was a face-off, because I feel that Choma and Toyin are the strongest personalities. They're powerful. I live for the two of them, for what they've got to bring. Yes. And so they were having a face-off on how their feud of last season kicked off, to the point that, you know what, we're touching hands. And Toyin said that she really just felt hurt about the fashion show. You said I was showing my fashion at Laura's fashion shows. On top of which, you mentioned my son. You have no license to call my son. Absolutely goddamn not. Choma also went on to say, how can you come up to me? How? And try to fight me. I thought we were cool. I did not see that coming. I did not see why. Absolutely goddamn not. Toyin said, you know what? You do that again, I'll come for you. That was where Choma said, I'm ready. I'm ready. Come for me. I have security. I have a whole bunch of folk. I have an army. Try it. You'll be dead on arrival. You'll be shaped for a coffin so deep, nobody will know where to come and pray for you. I was like, it was a face-off. It was a face-off. Let me say this. Toyin, you can't put your hands on nobody. No, mama. You just can't. It gets ugly. It gets really deep from there. Yeah, it does. Choma, you can't talk about the son. You just can't. You can't talk about children. You can't. And when you have children, oh, I will remind you of this conversation. Children are off limits. They're just off limits. It doesn't matter what the other person did. You can't bring children into it. It's a whole other level, because it's the most sacred, purest of you. And like I said, when you have children, you will completely understand. And because you don't have yet, because I know you're talking to somebody, you will understand. You will understand how sacred that is. We're going to go right to Ekpe. Everybody started flocking to Ekpe. So Iyabo was with Chioma, and she let Chioma know that she didn't invite Laura. It was a tic-tac-toe, because Laura did not kind of support you know, support Iyabo when Iyabo had an event, and I think it was Priscilla's birthday. Here's my thing: we're adults, but it could be, you know, we want to have that kind of friction, or we want to have drama for the show. Iyabo is really straightforward, and that's me. I'm a very straightforward individual. If something is bothering me, or something, I pick up on something, I call it out like it is. Laura, I'm going to invite you, but I'm feeling some kind of way. That in itself would have been some kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Choma put it upon herself to say, come on now, let us try and make peacemakers. You know, we're giddy girls. So as friends of friends of friends, you listen to it and it just doesn't sit there. What you're supposed to do is like, how can we kiss and make up? That was where I thought Choma was coming from. Looking fabulous as always, that child. So she now invites Laura, and I think Laura was supposed to show up. Yeah. All right. And then we have Faith and Tanya. I love Tanya's husband who carried their child. Again, like I said, well, you see what I'm talking about. They don't follow any script. It's the same with her husband. I got the pleasure of meeting her husband, and he's a dream, outside of the box thinking. So he's like, you know what, Tanya, go ahead, go and have a wonderful time. I got you here on lockdown. I got our baby. We're doing our thing. I just loved that scene. Choma and Iyabo are chatting, and all of a sudden, Iyabo invites Dr. Rome. But she wasn't crazy about Faith. She said that she wasn't inviting Laura or Faith because she's not really friends with them. From the first episode, I think that Iyabo is not crazy about Faith because Faith could pose to be a competition for her daughter's business, Priscilla. Tell me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I've lost 2 episodes. I'm just catching up from 4. I'm busy. I promise you girls, I'm busy. But I said I would do this for you. Okay. So Dr. Rome says, okay, not a problem. I'll come. What's going on? You guys are just inviting me at the last minute, but why not? Now, here's the thing. It's just the psychosis I'm looking at. Where did Iyabo feel that comfortable to invite Dr. Rome, knowing that Dr. Rome will be happy to speak to her in a sense? What kind of vibe was Dr. Rome giving Iyabo for Iyabo to make that move? Because you see, this is a game of chess. Dr. Rome is Faith's friend. Faith was the one that introduced Dr. Rome to the clan. So how is it that Iyabo has Dr. Rome's phone number on speed dial? And why is it that Dr. Rome is not asking about Faith? Do you understand what I'm saying? It occurred to me right now. It just occurred to me that, yeah, you know, funny kind of thing. Anywho, all the girls show up. You know what? I gotta stop. That must be packages. Let me go get it. Coming. Hi, baby. How are you? Packages? Thank you, baby. Maria, please let me take it. I'm filming. Yeah, so everybody was looking fabulous, and I don't even know where it went left. Iyabo said to Faith, where was Laura? It was odd to me because Iyabo had just called Dr. Rome so she can find these folk. So I felt it was odd why she was asking Faith, most especially when it was Choma that invited Laura. On cue, Choma got up to say, you know what, true talk, let me find out where Laura at. Meanwhile, Faith now in her confessional said that Laura, and I know how it is, baby, her man had been gone for a couple of days, maybe weeks, we don't know. And so Laura was focusing on coming home treats for her man. So just maybe, she just might not be coming because she's been sidelined. Anywho, Faith said, I don't have a number, or I don't have a Nigerian number. And I was looking at Faith. And Faith's face told me something that I think I'm understanding. I'm just looking, I'm like, you know what, Fumi, shouldn't you put on a little bit more lip gloss? Hold on. This is JUVIAS, please. The best, the best, the best. Support black business, support African business. This is JUVIAS, please. The best brand for me in the world. Discount code Fumi. Best lip glosses ever. It's got nothing in it, you know, but nude, and that's what I like about it. And then here I am, I'm drinking Fanta with water. Yes, just remaining my jollof rice. So I think what it is with Faith is that Faith doesn't feel liked. Faith doesn't feel respected. And Faith feels as if every single time I'm with these girls, it's something. And they attack me. And I think when Iyabo asked her, Faith could have easily said, let me kind of sort of find out. I don't think Faith wanted to. I think she wanted to be like, sis, why are you asking me? You're not going to get anything from me. I think that's where the stance is. Because remember, Iyabo, you stepped on her dress. Iyabo, I feel, wanted to know where Laura was, because I think she was like, say what now? Wait, now that I'm actually paying attention, Laura is not here. Strike two. Like, sis didn't come the first time. She came and she left and lied that her man was downstairs. Here she is now, not showing up. I think that's where it came from Iyabo. But Iyabo should have asked Choma, of which, like I said, Choma got up. If I come to an event and Christina isn't there, for example, or Ifenwa, or any of my babes, Beverly, you know, or whoever, I'll be like, oh, Christina's not here? Right there in front of you, I will start calling. But that's natural. But if I feel kind of animosity towards you, I'm not doing jack. And I'll be like, Christina, how close are you to these folks? Yeah. I'm petty like that. My friend can't be your friend if I'm not friends with you. I'm petty like that. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear your name. I don't want to be around you. If you're close to my good friend Chris, oh, wait one goddamn minute. What kind of friendship is this? Out of nowhere, beautiful Mariam, of which I love and adore, started goading Faith. It was very odd. Where is she? Where is she? Is she not your friend? Where is she? Where is she? She repeatedly went on. Again, I've missed 2 episodes. Did I miss something between Mariam and Faith? Very odd behavior. It felt as if Mariam was picking up from something that had happened. I also seem to see that when she was laughing, talking about Toyin in her confessionals. Because remember, in the very beginning, Mariam had felt upset because Toyin had said that she's looking at her with his side eye. But I stand with Toyin. I just said it. If you, my friend, are talking to someone that's not my friend, that's kind of my enemy, I gotta look at you. I am petty like that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I stand with you. And if you offend Christina, let me say it that way. I don't want to know what she did. I stand with Chris. Then behind closed doors, I'll be like, Chris, you know what? I think you were wrong here. I think you were wrong, and it's not really da-da-da-da-da-da. I think you were wrong, sis. You should go and make it up. But outside, I'll be like, you know what? I don't want you coming to me to be complaining about Christina. No, you don't have the license to come up to me and talk about Chris. You don't. You just don't. She's my friend. She's my sister. It's petty, but that's how I think. And that was Toyin's stance. I remember, I think she was angry about something. I don't remember exactly, but I think that was that. Anywho, this thing went hot. I was like, oh wow, back and forth, Chimpanzee, Raccoon. Yes, I think Faith called Mariam a raccoon, and then from there Mariam called her a chimpanzee, of which Faith now said, you two, you're a chimpanzee, of which Mariam was saying, don't insult my intelligence, and then Choma was saying something, I can't remember exactly, and Faith, just very stoic, said, but is she intelligent? I lived for it. I live for the composure of faith. I lived for it. It is what did she call herself? Nikki Perkins should have had for that her stupid husband, Jamie Perkins. When Jamie was there talking nonsense, she should have just been stoic, taken her children and walked right the F out. That is how you command. That is how you demand. That is how you do it. Because on the inside, you're solid. So everything on the outside doesn't affect you. I've said this a billion times. When you are solid and you know who you are on the inside, nothing and no one can touch you from the outside. And this was a perfect example. I didn't get it. I did not get it. And I do feel, and I don't know why, because we're still early. Are we not what, episode 4? Something is off in the milk. How they are just, and it's obvious, it really is. They just all seem to be attacking faith. They all seem to be goading faith. Apart from Toyin. Toyin, she just manned up. She just kinged up. I'm not following you hoes. I don't care what you're all doing. If I like faith, I like faith. You don't like faith, that got nothing to do with me. And she just sat back and said, you know what? Because you see, last season, you people thought I was crazy. But can you see how these people can make you crazy? Faith, you know what? One up. I live for you. Go right ahead, sis. Give it to them. I said, wow, 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 wow. Tanya was just there. And then in her confessionals, she really was just siding again against Faith. Faith, you shouldn't have called her a monkey, chimpanzee, raccoon, I don't know. You know? And then when Mariam did say something, well, tell them where Laura is. Laura, you caused this. Laura, you caused this. Faith was out here in these streets and she was getting roasted because she was not going to get up and holler on her phone for these girls. I did not get it. So that was it, my darlings. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button down below, and you let me know what you think, and you let me know whether you want me to continue with the episodes. But yes, I'm wearing Tiana's creation, Girlfriend Has Skills, and I always said that I would wear, because I bought 2 outfits. I bought Adagbada. I loved it because, you know, Toyin wore that for the reunion. And I loved it. I said, what? I had never seen a girl or woman wear an agbada. That was where I crowned her King Tiana. And I said, sis, wait. Yeah. I hit up in the DMs. I said, I want this. Make it for me. And she made it for me in white. I will wear that outfit if I do another episode. The reason why I stopped was because no views. Nobody was watching it. So I said to myself, self, what's the point? But if I see that the views are clicking, are clacking out there, I will absolutely do it. I think it's entertaining. I think the drama is for the drama. And hey, why not? If it means that they can do a 3rd season, why not? I understand it. And yeah. It is what it is. So I'll see you all later. Peace. Are we living? Are we loving? Are we living? Are we loving? I love this so very much. And then look. Can you see how fabulous it is? And I got so many compliments. See you soon, my darling. Mwah.